Welcome to Bite-Size QI, Measuring for Improvement. This video focuses on run charts, which plot data over time and are used to identify whether there are any trends or shifts towards improvement. My name is Bridget Brown, and I am the Senior Improvement Facilitator here at CLCH. The purpose of this video is to explain the broad concepts of run charts and how you can interpret them. What I'd like you to take away from this video is to understand when we use run charts and know the rules to identify special cause variation. If you haven't already watched it, please do watch the video on understanding variation before this one, as it will help you to understand some of the points on this video. Being able to plot run charts is a fundamental skill in improvement. Run charts enable us to visualize trends and changes in data very quickly and without much effort. The basic anatomy of a run chart is simple. First, we have a horizontal line, plotting data of some sort over time, for example, months or days. We then have a vertical line, plotting the topic of focus in either numbers, percentages, or even in currency. We then add data to the chart in chronological order, and these data points are connected by a line. We now have a line chart. So what makes this a run chart and not a line chart? Well, we add a median, a center line. The median is the middle value of the data. So if we've got all these data points and put them in order from smallest to largest, we'd find the data point in the middle. And that's our median. We plot this as the center line. You can see that here in red. If you're using LifeQI, it will do this for you. This is the basic layout of a run chart, and it's really powerful as it helps pick up on variation, particularly that caused by an external factor. In other words, special cause. There are two main rules you need to know about to identify special cause in your run charts. These are called a trend and a shift. The first rule I'd like you to remember is a trend. This is where there are 5 or more points in a row either decreasing or increasing. So we are looking for 5 or more points in a row heading in the same direction. 5 consecutive points increasing or 5 consecutive points decreasing. You can see this indicated on the chart in the blue oval. The second rule is a shift. This is where there are 6 or more consecutive points either above or below the median. So we are looking for 6 or more data points in a row sitting above or below the median. We don't include data points on the median. You can see this indicated in the chart in the blue oval. So let's look at some run chart data in action. My colleague Sid, who you will hear on many of our bite-sized QI videos, has shared this data with us. In the first chart, we are looking at data from a project Sid led on a stroke unit. In this project, feedback from the family members showed that they felt they weren't getting enough information about their relatives' progress, or it wasn't given frequently. The project team decided to look at what they could do to improve this, and decided to test the introduction of a stroke proforma. This proforma would be placed at the front of the patient notes so that key information was available to the staff immediately. Rather than having to go through the notes to find the information, it would be readily at hand. The idea was that staff would be more likely to give an update if the information was easily available. The team introduced a change around week 9. I'd like you now to pause this video and see if you can identify any significant change. In other words, special cause. As you can see highlighted here in yellow, there are 6 data points sitting above the median, so the team have a shift towards improvement. Using this information, the team decided to adopt the change and work towards sustaining their improvement. In example 2, we have data from a care of the elderly unit. We can see from the start of the data that the number of falls were high. The team looked at what they could do to improve this and introduced a standardized falls assessment. They were also able to work on a ward refit following a relocation of the ward. I would like you now to pause this video and look for any significant change in the data. Is there anything that you can see that is considered as special cause variation? You may have picked up on this one highlighted here. There are 6 data points below the median, so we have a shift. 6 data points sitting below the median indicates a shift. But did you notice this one? The data is showing 6 points in a row decreasing, so we have a trend towards improvement. 6 consecutive points in the same direction is considered a trend. That's the basic introduction to run charts and some of the special cause variation that we look for in run charts. I would next encourage you to watch the video on SPC charts or statistical process control charts. These are another type of chart we use to measure improvement and are considered to be more powerful with other ways of identifying special cause variation.